Hey, what's up? This is Daz. I am doing my first commentary ever right here. It's a game between UpMagic and Stork, as you can probably see, for the Pro League. I'm not sure what the date is. Someone actually recommended me this game, so that's why I picked it out. I just wanted to have some kind of good game with a Protoss in it to do my first commentary on. And here we go. So apparently it's the third set, and it's tied, so that's good. More pressure on either team. Shit, really, that didn't make any sense. Okay, so I think they're playing Neo Requiem. It's an old school map. It's a map that's been played for a really long time. And, I'm kind of glad to see it brought back, because it's a map that it kind of forces the players to be more creative and to use different kind of play styles than you would see in a standard macro map. Being the inverted ramps, it's really hard to get a natural on this map and hold it. So, it's been played on GOM TV a lot, and it's made for really exciting games. And hopefully this will be one as well. I'm sure it will be, with UpMagic and Stork. UpMagic, who's a very kind of creative, stylish player, and Stork, obviously, who's one of the best Protosses ever. I'm a huge Stork fan, so if there's any bias that comes across in this commentary, that's just because I'm a huge Stork fan, and I almost cried when he won the OSL. It almost brought tears to my eyes. But anyway, moving on. Looks like we've got UpMagic spawned at the 12 o'clock, and Stork, I can't tell because I'm looking at signs right now. I wish I could read Korean. Yeah, Stork spawned at the 6 o'clock position, so that means that Stork is relatively far away from his opponent, which most of the time in a Protoss versus Terran, that's a good thing for the Protoss, because it means the Terran has more ground to cover, to push. But on this map, I think it's very common. It's a good idea if you're the Protoss to try to put pressure on the Terran early with a power goon build or a Zealot build, just to kind of, take the upper ground and hold it. And the farther you are away from your opponent, the harder that's going to be, obviously. So I don't know. It looks like it's a disadvantage early game, but it's an advantage early game for it's an advantage later in the game for Protoss, just because of the push distance, and especially also because there's a giant cross in the middle, which is going to make it pretty tricky for a Terran army to maneuver around that. It's going to have to take an even longer way to get to the enemy's base. It looks like Stork is opening with a standard gate core builds, 3 probes and gas. Nothing fancy going on. That guy's pretty good looking. The fans like him. He's embarrassed about it. I'm surprised he's not hiding his face. Okay, so back to the StarCraft. That's UpMagic opening with a factory, which quite a shock. No, it seems he's moving out with some Marines. I don't know what he's planning to do with Marines. Oh no, he was just moving them onto his ramp. Okay, I'm getting excited for nothing. Yeah, he's blocking off. He's holding his ramp. Okay, and we do see Stork did Zealot rush, and he's also. It looks like it's going to be like just a 1 or 2 Zealot rush, because he's getting goon range right away. He's already got goon range going up, and he still has only the 1 gate. So he's probably going to, he's not going to really put on a lot of pressure. Just 1 Zealot to kind of harass him. And he might actually get that Marine if UpMagic. The Marine's gonna fit to the block, and the Zealot won't be able to. So very well done by UpMagic, actually. You can tell he practiced that a lot. I mean, shit, I wouldn't be able to know how to do that. Okay, the goon is coming out, and this is gonna give UpMagic at least a bit of trouble, because Stork is gonna be able to hit that depot from the high ground. And he might even be able to actually pick off the Marine while keeping the Zealot out of... Yeah, like that. See, now the Marine can't attack the Zealot without getting hit by the Dragoon. One more hit. Yeah, good job. Okay, he got the Marine. It's a minor loss for UpMagic. It's not really a big deal, especially because UpMagic's tank should come out relatively soon. He only made 1 Marine. That means his factory timing is going to be early. So there should be a tank coming out any second now. I mean, at least at least you would hope there would be, because he has to have 2 SCVs off minerals right now and he has to repair. Okay, there's the tank. He should be able to push him back, but it's going to be tough with the cliff there, with Stork having the upper ground advantage. And it looks like Stork isn't going to pressure more. He's going straight for the robotics bay. Probably going to go quick observers and get another gateway or expand. I can't imagine that he would do a Reaver first in this situation off of 1 base against a Terran who has siege tech. But we'll see what happens. I mean, Stork, these guys will do anything just to surprise their opponents sometimes. Okay, that didn't really accomplish a whole hell of a lot. UpMagic. Stork with the same expression on his face as always. I don't understand these guys. No matter they win or lose, the expression almost never changes. I mean, unless it's like the OSL finals, these guys are pretty much like like. Just by looking at their faces at the end of the game, you would never be able to tell who won. Unless it's someone like Firebat Hero. I mean, he's going to take his shirt off and start fucking doing the Macarena. But other than him, like, you would never be able to tell. Especially guys like J-Dong. I mean, J-Dong could win the OSL final. He probably wouldn't crack a smile. But, see, look, there you go. He's not smiling. Not that he particularly has anything to smile about now. He's down in the game, I think. But we'll see what happens. I mean, he's got 2 factories up now, so he's going to go for some kind of aggressive push, which might work, because it looks like Stork is expanding off of 1 gateway. So if Stork doesn't get some kind of decent macro soon, hopefully he started a 2nd gateway already. He probably would have. I think by looking at the minimap, I can see the 2nd gateway is already up. And he's going to have to macro pretty hard, because it looks like UpMagic is waiting for Siege and Mines. He's already got Siege. I would only assume that Mine is upgrading as we speak right now. And he's going to make an early 2-fac push and try to kill Stork with his expansion. But it's all going to come down to micro, basically. It's all going to come down to micro, and Stork obviously is going to have to spot the attack coming and move those Dragoons back from his mineral line and use all his Dragoons to defend, which he should do. Okay, he's seen 2-fac. He should be okay. There we go. There goes the goons. He's going to try to get all his goons together and keep pressuring and keep holding him back. That's why you see a lot of Protosses will advance up the map as close as they can to the Terran base when the Terran is pushing, because they're just kind of gonna take a few shots and fall back and keep kind of doing that over and over and over again. But I guess Stork had decided, I don't know, Stork can't seem to make up his mind whether or not he wants to do that. He's moved out from his base, and then he moved back, and he moved out, and now he's just kind of sitting in front of his natural again. So I'm not really sure. Okay, UpMagic just wasting some vultures here. Good targeting by Stork. It looks like UpMagic has chosen not to push, or I'm not too sure what he's doing. Okay, looks like he's faking the expansion and adding a third factory in order to push even harder. Well, I don't know how. I mean,